I'm here, I'm asking you. Where's my sign? Come on. I'll give you another chance. Maybe you were busy, it's night time here, it's busy over the other side of the world. I'll give you another chance. I said, look, this time don't worry about a bolt of lightning. Maybe I could just get a bit of a creak in the floor. Maybe I could hear a car backfire. Something that I'll know it's for me, but no one else will know. It's just between you and me. Again, I said, go. I'm waiting. And I waited. I think I waited about a minute. And that felt like a long time at the time. And nothing happened. Absolutely nothing happened. And I was really disappointed. I thought, I'm like on this cliff. I'm on the edge of a cliff. I'm about to jump into Islam and I just haven't been pushed. I haven't taken that little leap. So I thought, look, I'll keep reading Quran and I'll talk to the brothers. I'll say that I spoke to Allah. He didn't answer me. Didn't even get an answering machine. Nothing. So I turned the Quran. I turned to the next page where I'd finished off. SubhanAllah, the very next verse that I read. For those of you who ask for signs, have we not shown you enough already? Look around you at the skies, the stars, land, the oceans. These are the signs for the people of knowledge. SubhanAllah. Straight away, my whole world changed. I was staring at the Quran. I was just in shock. I couldn't believe that I'd been so arrogant to ask for my own specific sign when the signs had been around me all the time. There's a creator because there's a creation. So I closed the Quran. I had the best night's sleep, I got to tell you. I went straight to the mosque the next day. Alhamdulillah, Abu Hamza was there again. I said, Abu Hamza, this is what's happened to me. He said, that's it, you become a Muslim today. There's no mucking around with Abu Hamza. I said, but wait a second, I just had a zinger burger with Jude on the way here, I've got to brush my teeth or something. I heard we can't eat ham, what's going on? He goes, don't worry about all that. Yallah. So, but when I walked into the mosque, the people just started pouring in. And I went, SubhanAllah, look at this religion. I've been to churches where there's, 20 people, 30 people, 50 people. There was about 1,000 people that night. And I thought, this is amazing. This religion is truly the religion of choice. And then I found out it was the first night of Ramadan. The good old Ramadan Muslims. But still, it was nice. So anyway, Abu Hamza took me aside. He said, look, you're going to have to say a few words. I said, what do you mean I've got to say a few words? I thought I just had to sign something, get a bit of garlic sauce on my tongue or something, that's it. I'm a Muslim. He said, no, you've got to make shahada, we need witnesses. You've got to say these words. I said, can't you just let me do it in English? I said, have you seen the guys out there, man? They've all got beards down here. They're massive. You get these words wrong, I'm a dead man again, He goes, no, you have to say them. And trust me, bro, trust me. And I did. And alhamdulillah, I did. I stood up in front of all the brothers and to be honest with you, I was looking across this sea of beards. I was mesmerised. I started to say the words and all the fear went out of my body and out of my heart. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu an Muhammadan Rasulullah. And I felt like a shower had been turned on inside and my whole body had been flushed clean. And trust me, I needed to be flushed clean. I was standing up there. All the brothers started yelling out, Takbir, Allahu Akbar. I thought I'd done something wrong. So I stood back a bit and they started coming towards me and I thought, oh no. I'm pretty sure I said what he said. And they started hugging me and kissing me. Now, I had never been hugged and kissed by that many men in my life. But I felt the brotherhood. Straight away, I could see people had tears in their eyes. And subhanAllah, I had tears in my eyes. And I sat there with people and I spoke to people I didn't even know, I'd never met before in my life. And they were talking to me as though I'd known them for 30 years. And it was that day, that point in that moment that I realised I had more brothers, more sisters than I could ever have imagined. And good brothers and sisters, not bad ones, I'm talking good ones. SubhanAllah, I sat there maybe, I don't know, I can't remember how long, just talking to people. They were asking me questions. I went home with such a beautiful feeling because I knew at that stage that I had a clean slate. It was my chance now to start again, to forget about the drinking, to forget about marijuana, dope, whatever, anything else I'd done in the past and to start doing good things. I wouldn't say I always have done good things. I've tried my best. Sometimes we do stray. But the things that I'd like to sort of go on with here, in terms of once I became Muslim, a lot of brothers started to invite me to their house. And the first such experience that I can explain that was quite a funny one, went to a brother's house. They wanted to introduce me to as many brothers as possible. I think they wanted to marry me off to one of their sisters. I went there and I went around to Assalamu alaikum. I was pretty proud of myself. I knew how to say Assalamu alaikum. And they go, so, kifa halak? Yes. Kifa shuk? I'll be going, yeah, good. Yeah, thanks. Yeah. And they're going, Ihki Arabi? I'm going, yeah, thanks. Again, I had no idea, but I smiled a lot and I think I got away with it. So I'm sitting there and they started talking amongst themselves, in the lounge room. They call it a salon, right? Because you've got the Franco Cozzo chairs everywhere. And I'm sitting down, again, no offence. I'm sitting down and they started raising their voices to each other. I thought, what's going on here? They started screaming at each other. I thought, oh my God, I'm going to be on the news. So I thought, it's up to me. I'm going to break this up. So I got up and I said, everyone calm down. And my mate said, be quiet, they're just talking. And it was at that moment that I realised Lebanese people don't mind raising their voice just to be nice. Ever since then, alhamdulillah, I've met many brothers, many sisters that I'm proud to say are true brothers and sisters to me. My family as well were quite strange towards me when I first became a Muslim. I didn't actually tell them for about the first maybe 6 months, until one day Mum caught me praying. I said I was cleaning the floor. So what's that? Oh, that's it. And then I told her. Mum was easy to convince. She went, well, and my mum's a beautiful lady. She said, whatever makes you happy, son. And that was beautiful. But my dad and my sister were very different. My dad was like, what? Have you got an AK-47? Have you got any grenades? I said, no, I'm not getting them till next week. It's all right. My father, I think, originally thought that I was going to be very strange towards him. Being separated from my mother, at that stage he had a girlfriend. He felt that I wouldn't approve. It was quite strange. It was a bit of a role reversal. I felt like his father and he was the son. What my dad actually said to me one time, which was quite a nice thing, he said, look, as much as I don't know that I could ever believe what you believe, it's made you a nicer person. And as the other brother mentioned, obviously the fundamentals of Islam is that we have to respect our parents. Now, whether our parents are not Muslim, we still have to respect them, just as we have to respect our neighbours, respect anyone. And I was actually a lot nicer to my parents. I was kind of like, get out of my way, I'm going out with my mates, see you later. And my dad's car broke down and he called me and I could come and pick him up. He was wrapped. And he said, ever since you've become a Muslim, you're a lot more reliable. I said, inshallah, this is a Muslim trait, not a Lebanese trait. My sister also had a bit of difficulty with it. And again, I think it was centred around how's he going to think about us? What's he going to think of us? Once I explained to them that I'm not here to push my religion upon you. I'm just here to live my life. It's up to me, between me and Allah, how I'm going to do things. My sister actually now starts to agree with some things that I talk about. She buys halal meat when we go over, alhamdulillah. My mum only buys halal meat. I think we're keeping most of the butchers in, they can buy boats now, they can buy cars. All of my parents and everyone are buying halal meat. They actually say it tasted better. But obviously we know that there are reasons as to why we buy halal meat, not just because it tastes better. Ever since then, I've been a lot happier. Things don't seem to get you down as much when you realise there's another purpose for you, that you're not just here to die, you're not just here to do 9 to 5 every day, work, go home, go to sleep, watch TV. Even just getting up and praying like the Fajr and praying each 5 prayers in the day, you feel like